Welcome to Room 49, the Western Gallery of Roman Britain. And on this stop, I'm going to be talking about the Saturnalia. So the Vindolanda tablets are some of the most important objects in the British Museum. They are a set of wooden writing tablets which were found at the fort of Vindolanda. And this fort lies just south of Hadrian's Wall up in Northumberland. And back in the 1970s, because of the unusual conditions there, very waterlogged, very, very deep down in the earliest phases of the fort, they started to discover these extraordinary writing tablets. To date, there's been about 1,800 tablets discovered. Very thin slivers of wood, roughly postcard size normally, and they're written in Latin using an ink pen. And they tell us an extraordinary amount about life on the frontier of the Roman Empire, the north of Britain, around about AD 100, so about 1900 years ago. So two of the Vindolanda tablets make reference to the Saturnalia. One of them is referring to supplies for the Saturnalia festival. The Saturnalia festival began traditionally on the 17th of December and lasted for another 5 or even 7 days, and it marked the end of the harvest season. And it was called the Saturnalia because it was in honor of Saturn, and Saturn was the god of agriculture, amongst other things. Toga was discarded, that real symbol of Romanness was set aside. The felt cap was worn, and the felt cap was considered to be a mark of freedom. People relaxed, enjoyed themselves. They allowed you to play dice and gamble, which other times was banned. And it's addressed to a slave called Candidus from someone called Severus, who was a junior officer. And he's basically asking Candidus to procure supplies, and that includes radishes. Radishes perhaps not something we think of as party foods, but nonetheless that's what's referred to. And what's interesting actually about this tablet is that Severus refers to Candidus as brother. Now, if an officer is referring to a slave, that seems odd. It's like a term of endearment. So it might suggest an interesting relationship between the two. Perhaps they were very close, despite being master and slave. But also, interestingly, the Saturnalia is the one time of year when everyone is kind of equal. Slaves are not allowed to be punished. The roles are reversed. So in some situations, the slaves will eat in the dining room whilst the master and his household have to follow them into the dining room, that type of thing. So it might be a subtle reference to the fact that during the Saturnalia, roles are reversed and the status of slaves is a bit different. Thanks for stopping by on this stop on the Winter Trail, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your journey.